Welcome to my channel, my name is Kinga, and my goal for this year is to keep discussing concepts and teachings to help us live a happier and more fulfilling life. I'm also a meditation creator and teacher on Insight Timer, which I believe is one of the most loved meditation apps out there, and I'm going to leave the link to my Insight Timer profile in the description section below, so you can go and follow me there too. I also leave my Etsy store link below, where you can purchase my meditations that are not published on Insight Timer. I'm currently enrolled in an online course about happiness offered by Harvard University, and I wanted to bring you the topic of friendship and how and what kind of friendship you need for your happiness. Because in this world, like constantly chasing after success, happiness often seems like a puzzle with missing pieces. And Aristotle, the famous Greek philosopher, provided a timeless guide to fitting these pieces together, especially when it comes to friendships. According to him, there are three types of friendships: those based on utility, pleasure, and virtue. Now, understanding these can significantly impact our happiness and fulfillment. The utility friendships are, let's say, the starting point. Many of our friendships begin on the grounds of utility. There are the colleagues we collaborate with, or the acquaintances we interact with for mutual benefits. While these relationships are necessary for navigating our social and professional lives, they rarely touch the depth of our being. They are like the acquaintances you might not hang out with one-on-one, but are useful for certain aspects of life. Now, the second category, the pleasure friendships, are a step closer to happiness. These are based on pleasure, where mutual admiration and enjoyment bring people together. Now, these relationships often revolve around shared interests or hobbies. While they are more fulfilling than utility friendships, they still may not fully satisfy our needs for deeper connections. Now, our third category, also at the top of Aristotle's friendship hierarchy, are virtue friendships, which are pursued for their own sake. Aristotle called them the perfect friendships because these relationships are based on mutual respect and admiration for each other's character, often united by a love for something beyond themselves. Now, these are friendships that bring deep satisfaction and happiness, not because of what we can get out of them, but because of the shared experience of virtue and goodness. Arthur C. Brooks, American social scientist, writer, and speaker, known for his work on happiness, well-being, and the science behind what makes people happy, is a professor at Harvard University and also my lecturer on this course that I'm taking currently on happiness. Now, he shared an article with us that he wrote with the title, "The Best Friends Can Do Nothing for You," in which he discusses the difference between real friends and dear friends. Now, his insights align closely with Aristotle's teachings. Brooks warns us against the dominance of dear friends, relationships formed out of convenience or to advance our careers. Now, social scientists call these expedient friendships, and these friendships might offer short-term benefits, but ultimately leaves us feeling unfulfilled. In contrast, real friends, similar to Aristotle's virtue friendships, enrich our lives and contribute significantly to our happiness. Now, years of research consistently indicate that having friends is crucial for happiness. Studies suggest that friendships contribute to nearly 60% of the variance in happiness levels among people, regardless of whether they are introverted or extroverted. A significant indicator of well-being, especially in midlife and later years, is the ability to list a few close friends. It's not necessary to have a large circle of friends to feel content. Actually, as people grow older, they often become more picky or choosy about their friendships. However, it's important to have at least a few friends beyond just your spouse or partner. So nothing wrong with having dear friends, but just be aware that they are not the kind of relationships that will make you feel whole and seen. Although you can develop them into a real friendship over time and with conscious effort. But most of the time, these friendships require us to sort of maintain a professional attitude. We can't just afford to risk these connections through confrontation, difficult conversations, or intimacy. It's also understandable if in many of our lives, dear friendships have displaced real friendships because we spend most of our lives at work. So the time we can actually spend with real friends or making new real friends is very limited. I personally never like to socialize with colleagues after work because I felt like, hey, I spent most of my days with you, like let me just have a life outside of you. And as an introvert, I do not need a lot of friends. I just need one or two, but those should be very close and very special bonds. Making real friends require effort and intentionality. It involves moving beyond superficial interaction and engaging in meaningful conversations. It's about prioritizing relationships, not for what they can bring to us in terms of success or entertainment, but for shared journey towards becoming better individuals. If we stop for a minute and I let you think, how many dear friends do you have? And how many real friends do you have? What would you say? Name the people outside your spouse who you think truly knows you, who would notice if you felt a bit off and asked what was wrong, with whom you are comfortable discussing personal details, even your struggles. If you have no one like that, or only a very few, you actually represent the majority of people. And that's actually even harder for men than women, research suggests, because typically women possess more extensive, closely knit and supportive networks of friends compared to men. Women tend to build their friendships around social and emotional support, while men often form friendships based on common interests and activities, such as work. So again, make a list of all your real friends. And what if after watching this video you took 5 minutes of your time to send all of them a text expressing how much their friendship mean to you, or what you appreciate the most about them, or just how grateful you are for the last time you talked? You never know when you accidentally touch someone's heart. I sometimes just send voice messages to my closest friends, telling them that I appreciate them, I love them, and reminding them of something about them that I truly find inspiring. Now imagine if you got a message like that out of the blue. It could truly make your day. Creating meaningful friendships means seeing people as more than just steps on a ladder to success. It's about valuing them for the joy and connection that they bring into our lives. And this might mean stepping out of your usual circles like work or school and making friends in places you wouldn't normally consider. But just think about meeting someone who's there for you simply because they enjoy your company, not because of what you can do for them. It might feel a bit strange or even a bit scary at first, but honestly, it's easier than you think. Just be open to joining groups or activities that have nothing to do with your job or career goals. Whether it's joining a community group, playing in a local sports team, or volunteering for a cause that you truly care about, these are the places where you will find people who could become genuine friends of yours. When you click with someone, don't overthink it. Just invite them to hang out. It's about making that human connection, plain and simple. Now, if you're an introvert like me, your walls were probably going up higher and higher while listening to me talking about making new friends. I understand it. I completely get it. But what if you just said, I don't have to make new friends, I just have to try being a bit more open and loving to others and see how it affects me or how it makes me feel. Let's try it for a week. Let's see what change it would bring to your life. And now go pay a compliment to a stranger on their outfit, or join a book club, or just go be the socially awkward at a networking event and make the effort to start a conversation. You never know what and who you find. There is no growth in being constantly in your own bubble-like comfort zone. I know you are telling yourself that you do not need new people and you are just happy by yourself. I have the same inner voice. But what if this year we just gave it a try? We just gave a try to doing things a bit differently. I guarantee you that you would surprise yourself and maybe even create new lasting friendships and more happy moments in your life. Now leave a comment on what steps you are willing to or going to take. And if you found this video insightful, please give it a like, share it with someone who might benefit from it, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.